So friends, we are on our final leg towards Kargil. We have just exited Drass, where we spent a wonderful time at the Kargil War Memorial that gave us a glimpse into what kind of a tough battle that was for Indian Army and how many officers and men were lost in the 99 Kargil War. It also brings to the fact that managing of a valley like Kashmir is not easy at all. Very, very difficult, especially for the men in uniform. Every now and then we see one or two regiments, maybe a battalion somewhere. But after coming to this area, we clearly now understand why is Kashmir so important for us. The road just before Drass, about 15 kilometers before Drass, started to get better, and ever since it has been this smooth. One or two odd rough patches of 20, 30, 40, 50 meters or so, but otherwise it has been like a Malai road. So it's been wonderful. Kargil War Memorial was one immense feeling. You got to be here to see it and believe it, and to understand the life of a soldier. It is beyond explanation. What was also very interesting is we had a channelized waterfall in the area, under which we automatically washed our car, all of us sitting inside, and also took a photograph of the same. So that was one wonderful thing. Another highlight of the day beyond the memorial. But as far as this day goes, it's been about two memories. One which is very, very heartwarming, the War Memorial and crossing the Zozila. I was speaking to some fellow travelers who told me that today the Zozila was relatively easier, the slush was lesser, and basically we could scale the entire pass without too much of difficulty. As we progress from Sonamarg to Kargil, the scenario has completely changed. From lush green mountains full of vegetation, coniferous forests, beautiful landscapes, we are now entering into the desert land. The vegetation is getting pretty sparse. There is no snow on the peaks as it was in that area, and some bushes, small trees around the river bank. We are still with Indus, mind you, and Indus has been giving us company all through this wonderful journey. And as we are progressing, the flow of Indus is getting harsher, it is getting faster, the rapids are more violent, and the river is in its full fury. This area is also a mixture of very narrow valleys to very wide valleys, where one of the valleys that we saw was barely a few feet and the entire river flowed through that area. Beautiful that was. The town of Kargil is somewhere about 20 kilometers from here on. It will take roughly half an hour, 40 minutes. We're driving at a steady speed of around 60 kilometers an hour. And these things make this place worth visiting. Not only once, but maybe a couple of times. because every time we visit, we start to develop a slightly better understanding of people, culture, terrain, usefulness, flora, fauna. After a really long time, for example, I saw vultures today. There are virtually no vultures in our part of the country, which is Haryana. Just after crossing the Zozela, we also went on top of an ice sheet, which was there for people to climb, trek a little bit, play around. Immensely cold at that time, but it was fun. And one thing which is very important is, no matter in how much hurry you are, how fast you want to drive on these beautiful roads, do not miss the Kargil War Memorial. Thank you, friends. Shall post another video if something very interesting comes up, and also while we are a little more closer to Kargil. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.